All right, so welcome to our team call for Team Drop the Cookie. I'm Kelly Kunz. I'm going to be introducing an amazing speaker tonight, so I'm super excited for that. I have been, ever since I found out who I was introducing, I've been doing tons of research, so I am really excited to listen to everything that you have to share. But before we get started with our guest speaker tonight, does anyone have any rank advancement that they want to shout out and celebrate tonight?
Yeah, I got one, Kelly. I got a guy that's kind of deep in my downline, but he's hit Emerald this week. His name's Lenny Sarro. He's a cool dude. So happy that he hit Emerald too. He's totally rocking it. He reached his goal of 190 pounds rocking quarter force 2 months in a row. So shout out to you, Lenny.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Anyone else have anything they want to celebrate tonight? If not, I do. I have my coach, Shannon Bentley. She has hit Ruby today, which is a rare thing to happen in the business, in our business. So shout out to her. She's been totally killing it. She's brought on some amazing coaches who are also killing their own journeys and also bringing people on and ready to rock. And she's also just one coach away from Diamond. So I know this is just the start of her celebration, but congratulations to Shannon. She's just been such an amazing addition to our team. So I have to take some time to celebrate you too, girl. Anything else? Okay, so I will just go ahead and dive into introducing Jessica Vandeberghe. I hope I said your last name right. You can totally correct me. Okay, good. So she is going to be speaking with us tonight. She is a wife, a mom of two. She's been a coach for 5 years, right? Yes. And she's a 4-time elite coach. She's built a 6-figure income, and I think this is so awesome. She's also a certified personal trainer, instructor, and a nutritionist. So I'm sure she has just an incredible amount of value to add. I've heard nothing but great things. So I am so excited to get started, and I will give the floor to you.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm super excited to be here and insight and some tips that I feel are in the business, but sometimes hearing it from a different perspective or a different person, you hear it differently. I know that if you guys have coaches, you feel like you're sharing the same things over and over again, and sometimes they don't hear you, but when somebody else says it, you're like, hello, I said the same thing. And really I'm speaking on, the importance of Emerald Success Club, but really not for those two pieces, but really ultimately for the leads, because I was a lead. I came in as actually a free Diamond coach lead to my coach. I had no idea what Beachbody was. I had no experience with any of the products. I simply was at an instructor training course to get certified to teach Turbo Kick, and the instructor was drinking this chocolate shake, and I like to talk, so I went up and I introduced myself, and I was just chatting with her. Just like we do with random new friends on Facebook, we ask random questions. I asked her, what is that chocolate shake you're drinking? And she said Shakeology. And I was like, what the heck is that? I've never even heard of it. Sounds like a mouthful. And I didn't want to be sold to. I still to this day, I hate to be sold to. And I went home, I researched it, found it too good to be true, and knew I needed to try it for the 30-day money-back guarantee. Somehow clicked a box to be a coach in that step, and here I am almost 6 years later. So I really came into this blindfolded. I had no experience. I had no training. My coach had contacted me and welcomed me, and I denied her and told her, I think you have the wrong person. I didn't sign up as a coach. Long story short, I listened to her story, and her story changed everything for me. Totally opposite from me, but she had high cholesterol. She was pre-diabetic. She had high blood pressure. She had lost 70 pounds with Shakeology alone. She was no longer pre-diabetic. She was off her cholesterol and blood pressure medication. And I immediately saw this as a tool for me to help my clients, to be able to help my clients improve their nutrition. Because if I could help them train, then I could use this one tool to help them really improve their nutrition on such like one shake a day, right? So I was convicted. I hadn't even tried the shake yet, right? Like it was, my excitement was already there before, and my belief was already there before I'd even tried the product. And I was just sharing with everybody my excitement. And it truly goes to show you don't have to have a specific training. You don't have to have specific, scripts or say this, do this. You just have to be excited, and you have to be convicted about what you're doing and what you're putting in your body. What about the workouts you're doing, about what you're drinking, and just trusting the process. And so in doing so, again, not having a clue what I was doing, I was signing everybody up as discount coaches because I wanted to be able to save people as much money as possible. And I felt like, that was a way for me to feel like I was helping them without quote unquote selling to them. And they were reaping the benefit. And even though I was making a commission up front, they were keeping it in their pocket for months to come, right? I didn't know about this thing called team cycle bonuses. I didn't know about Emerald. I didn't know about any of that until my coach contacted me, and she's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're signing up all of these people. I'm like, I'm just getting them to drink the Kool-Aid. Like, I'm getting them to drink what I'm drinking, and I'm super excited about it. And she's like, oh my gosh, you realize you just need an emerald on your right and an emerald on your left in order to hit diamond. I'm like, what is diamond? Tell me more about that. So this is where it begins, you guys, is the decision to be proof of the product and be committed. Number one, right? We have this thing called the vital process. I'm sure you guys have heard it over and over again, but it works, right? When you commit and you decide, what do you want in your life, and what is that feeling that you want to fight for every single day? Do you want to lose 10 pounds? Do you want more energy? Do you want more vitality? Do you want more passion? Do you want more purpose? What is it that you want? And how bad do you want it? Is it worth fighting for every single day? And for me, I saw this just as an opportunity for me to share what I was excited about and what was working for me and what I was excited to reap the benefits from. And why wouldn't I share that with other people, right? So long story short, I turned diamond in 27 days. I had no training. I had no scripts. I had no nothing. I had conviction, and I had passion, and I had a heart and love to help people. That's it. That's it. I had nothing distracting me. I just went forward. And in doing so, you guys, I was able to share my journey more. I was able to experience the product more. So I was able to reach out and have a little more of a testimony. But I utilized my upline coach's testimony to really share what was possible with this product. And I just invited everybody. I went for those no's. And once I hit Emerald, and I was helping, my goal then was to help 5 people a month, because as soon as I heard about the trip to the Bahamas in Atlantis 5 years ago, I was all in. I was like, that's what I'm going for. I wasn't about, what is that? Oh, I thought somebody said something. My goal at that point in time was to help as many people as I could and to earn that trip to the Bahamas for my family. And so I knew what I needed to do to get there, and I did it. It was like a non-negotiable. There was no questions asked. I was moving forward. So you have to really figure out what your why is, right? Hit Emerald, help 5 new people a month. And in doing so and having that be a non-negotiable, I saw my paycheck grow and grow and grow. But what happened and why was not because I had builders underneath me. I was just flying myself. But it was because I was hitting Success Club 10 and receiving those Success Club leads and my customer leads. And I was diamond, so I was maximizing my team cycle bonuses, right? That my income was significantly growing because I was showing up each and every month to control the controllable, which was what I could do, right? I wasn't expecting anybody to do anything for me. I was moving forward with constantly inviting people, right? In this business, we have a U+2 opportunity, right? I signed my husband up, and we're in this together. I'm inviting like a mad person. I'm getting out there. I'm telling everybody about this, and we're in this together. And eventually, with the growth of the Shakeology leads, with the customer leads, with me reaching out and helping those people, my business just started expanding. And guess what? Guess who were some of my first diamonds to pop? My leads. My leads. My leads became my best coaches. Still to this day, my leads are my star diamond coaches on my team. Minus, I think, like four out of like the 14, 13 coaches that are diamond right now. 4 of them were not from the lead program, right? So it goes to show how crucial and how important those leads are in your business. Now, I want you to think about this. You hit Emerald, you hit Success Club, so you help 3 new people in a month, and you're an active Emerald, right? You're earning team cycle bonuses, but then you're also having the opportunity to reach out and connect with these free leads, right? I will send them a welcome email. I'll also send them a text message. I'll send them a follow-up text. And I also pick up the phone and I will cold call. I'm not cold calling because I hate being sold to. Remember that piece, right? I'm cold calling them and talking to them like I'm talking to my best friend. I usually, 99.9% of the time, I'm leaving them a message. You know, hey, Susie, I just wanted to reach out to you. I'm your free Beachbody coach. My name is Jessie Vandeberghe. I'm here just number one to support you on your journey. And I'm super excited to connect with you. My phone number is da-da-da-da-da. Text me or call me when you get this, and I look forward to connecting with you. So usually I'm like pacing around the house, right, when I'm talking to people because it's hard for me to sit still. And I'm not thinking about, oh my gosh, what are they going to think? What are they going to say? Are they going to hang up on me? I don't really care, right? I just pick up the phone and I act like I'm calling my best friend. And in that, once they call me back, once I get a hold of them, I just start forming them, right? You guys know what form is, the family, occupation, recreation message. I don't have any intention to sell them on anything. My number one goal is to serve them and to help them where they're at. And in doing so, I build incredible relationships. And oftentimes I'll give them like 1 or 2 things to work on that week and say, hey, can we chat again next week? And then that is when usually they're ready to move forward with a plan, right? I built some trust. I'm connecting with them. I'm texting them, and I get that rapport with them. So really, you guys, I want you to think about, number 1, it begins with being proof of the product, right? 2, sharing. 3, inviting. And then what are the goals behind the showing up each and every day, right? What are your goals and what do you want to reach each and every month? And for me, I always tell my coaches, you want to go Emerald as soon as possible, as soon as possible. Sign up your husband, sign up your sister, mom, brother, wife, friend, whoever it is, somebody else on the other side, right? For me, it was my husband and then my sister. She just wanted to drink it for the discount. And so those were my people that I had opportunities, you know, for my emeralds on each side too. So there was my emerald. And then from there, it was Success Club. My goal was to help 5 because I wanted to reach those Shakeology leads, 5 new people a month. Now, I had no clue what I was doing. So let me just preface that finding 5 new people every month at the beginning, for me, I had no problem in my warm market. But when I started transitioning from my warm to cold, there were some months that were tough. I was down to the wire, but it was that do what it takes, figure it out, reach out, connect, talk to more people, right? You have the choice of either throwing in the towel or digging your heels in and figuring out what you need to do to get to where you want to go, right? I always chose the option B of digging in my heels and figuring it out. So Success Club 10 was the non-negotiable for me because then I wanted to receive the leads. So my goals were Emerald, Success Club 10, and the leads each and every month. That was my focus. And what did I need to do? How did I need to show up in order to achieve those and reach those goals? So the reason that excited me is I always talk about how there has to be like an intrinsic path of why you're doing what you're doing. You know, there always has to be some sort of what's in it for me, right? No matter what, if you're working out and you're dreading it and you hate working out and it's like torture every single day, or you're like, do I have to eat another green container? I hate vegetables, right? What is in it for you? There has to be a what's in it for you that's strong enough that you eat that green container, or that you press play on that next workout, right? There has to be some sort of reward or benefit that excites you enough to do it, right? So for me, I was hearing people say like, I'm so motivated, you're motivating me, you're changing my life, you're inspiring me. All of that was the best reward for payment and pay groceries, right? That was priceless for me at the time. And I was getting closer and closer to earning that trip. That's what was in it for me. And that's what I was fighting for every single day when I showed up to my business. And so you have to figure out what is in it for you. Why are you doing what you're doing? And it doesn't have to be some crazy, I'm going to quit my job, or, you know, I'm going to pay off $50,000 of debt. Sometimes that's a little scary. What is that short term? What is that in it for you feeling? And why are you showing up each and every day? What's in it for you? Why are you doing this? And because of that, I realized I was getting better. I was getting healthier. I was mentally getting stronger. I was building my own confidence. And I was getting better results, even as a personal trainer at the gym, following the workout programs because of the structure. Right? Because of the structured program I was following, I was getting better results with those than I was as a personal trainer going to the gym, putting myself through my own workouts. And that says something, right? The programs are successful. They're balanced. They're backed with science. So I was becoming a better person because of it. And my confidence was growing more and more. And the next thing that happened was I realized how many more people I was helping. How many more people I was helping than inside this little gym that I was working out of. You know, how many more people I was able to help with not only their fitness, but with their nutrition for a lesser cost. And for me, somebody that grew up not having a lot of extra money, and somebody that, you know, we didn't have a lot of extra funds, realizing that I was making a difference in these people's lives and saving them that money and surrounding them with a community besides just me, there was so much more benefit in that. And so like the benefits were just huge for me. It was like each and every day I was wanting to show up. I was having so much fun. And in that, because of me showing up, because of me helping other people get their confidence and feel better, my paycheck was growing, right? My paycheck was growing. I was able to pay our mortgage. These things just started growing more and more. I was able to pay our bills. I was able to pay our mortgage. I was able to pay debt. And those things just started progressing. We went on our first vacation with Beachbody, the Success Club trip, and it rocked my world. It rocked my husband's world. And I will never forget that very, very, very first trip. I remember my husband telling our little girl, and she was little over 6 years old. And we're walking down the walkway, and she's on his shoulders. And he says, you know, Gracie, because of your mom, the hard work your mom has put in, that's why we're here. And I was like 3 paces behind them. And I just like, oh my gosh, keep it together, keep it together. You know, it was like that warm, sweaty feeling tingling all down your body of like, I don't even know what I'm doing. You know, like, I don't even know how I'm here. I don't even know what I've done to get here, but I'm having so much fun and I don't want this feeling to stop. So what I want you guys to think about is, why are you doing what you're doing, right? What is it that you're fighting for? What is that intrinsic pass through? Why are you showing up each and every day? What is that short-term goal? And if you don't have one, can I just mention Emerald Success Club 10 and those leads, because if you can get a coach, a diamond coach, to come through the line like myself, you know, like, I mean, my coach was like, I don't even know what to do with this girl. And I just like, I was so excited. And so it's just something that I feel so fulfilled. I feel so passionate. I don't feel like it's work, right? You have to find the joy and the fun in this business and show up each and every day for that feeling of what's in it for me, as well as the bigger picture of you're changing lives. Your life is changing physically, mentally. You know, you should be living your passion and showing up each and every day with joy in your heart to change people's lives, because people are going to feel that. And when you are reaching those goals of Emerald each month, and you're reaching the goal of Success Club each month, and you're reaching out to people that created a free Beachbody On Demand account, and you could plug them into, say, like your free group or your challenge group, and you can support them and you can encourage them and motivate them and you can connect with them. Guess what? They fall in love with the product. They fall in love with the culture. And then pretty soon, they want to do what you're doing. And it truly, truly, you guys, in almost 6 years, in April will be 6 years of coaching. That is the best, most effective way, the fastest way my business has grown is by that. Me choosing a program, committing to it, following it from A to Z, sharing my journey, inviting people to my free groups to build that trust, to build that relationship, to offer some value, and then give a strong call to action to join me on my journey. I share what it's doing for me. They fall in love with it. They join my challenge group. They follow the program. They fall in love with the program. They fall in love with Shakeology. The product sells itself, right? You just have to be consistent at showing up for yourself. So I want to make sure to go through and kind of dive in and share a little bit about what I do with my leads. Is that okay with you guys? So how many of you guys are Emerald or above and work your customer leads? Do you guys work with your customers? Do you reach out to your customers? Kind of, a little bit. So every single week, you should see new customers in your online office. So a lot of times you think about, you guys, like, do you check your email as much as you check your phone? Probably not. Or maybe you do. I don't personally. So for me, every single week, I go through, the first thing that I do is actually I send that text message, because I feel like I'm going to receive a text a lot faster than an email. Personally, that's me. And, you know, a lot of times I don't hear back from them. That's totally fine. The biggest thing is have no expectations, right? You're just consistently showing up for yourself, number one, because when you show up for yourself and you make you happy, you can make more people happy. So when you show up for yourself and you have no expectations, then it's a win-win either way. So I send them a text message, and then I go through each week and I send them, you know, an email. And then from there, I send them later in the week a follow-up text message. And usually I wait like 24 or 48 hours. If I don't hear from them, I just pick up the phone and I call. And generally, then usually I will hear back from them on that second text message, because by then they've gotten the voicemail, they've gotten the email, and they've gotten the first text message. And usually they're like, who is this chick trying to contact me? So a lot of times too, you can even, like, I'll even say like, hey, I know it's kind of weird. A lot of people don't even realize they get a free coach. I'm simply here just to support you, encourage you. I would love to hear more about what your health and fitness goals are. And in that message too, I'll say, hey, I see you got a free 30-day trial of Beachbody On Demand. You know, it's awesome. That's how I do all of my workouts. Are you following a specific workout, or would you like some suggestions? And so it's a quick answered question. You don't want to leave some long ongoing answer, because usually they're not going to respond. But you guys, I have quite a few too that don't respond as well. But it's consistently showing up. They're part of each month. I send a monthly email then to all of them. You know, it's not specific for them. It's more of kind of like what's going on, my challenge groups, the success that I'm having in my workout program, and encouraging them to reach out to me for support. So it's definitely something that, you know, I have people that don't respond to. It's just like I invite people and I hear no all the time. So it's definitely, you just have to be consistent and persistent, because those people made a decision. This is the biggest piece that I tell my team. Those people made a decision on their own. They found Beachbody. They seeked out Beachbody on their own, whether it was for a free membership, a free 30-day trial of Beachbody On Demand. Maybe they bought a sampler pack of Shakeology. Maybe they bought just a one-time supply of Shakeology, if it's a Shakeology lead. But a lot of times, even with the Shakeology leads, you guys, I build that rapport and I'll say like, hey, I saw you ordered chocolate Shakeology, you know, here's my favorite recipe, you know, and I'll just add value. And in doing so, you start building that relationship and that rapport, put them in your challenge groups, and you make sure that they're falling in love with the program and they feel supported. And a lot of times then I turn them into a discount coach to continue on drinking Shakeology. So does that make sense? That piece makes sense to you guys? Do you guys have any questions on that piece? Trying to catch up on the side over here. Reach out. Finally got a girl. Success Club I do, but I hardly ever get any responses. So Allison, do you text, call, and email, or do you have a specific email that you send? What is kind of your process for that? Are you able to talk? I don't know where Allison is.
Hi, sorry.
Maybe not.
So I have a specific email that I usually always send out, and then I have texted before too, but I haven't called, so I might try that next. I've gotten a few people that email me back, and but then like I continue the email and then they never respond. But I also haven't. I mean, I see what they order, but I haven't really said like, "Hey, I saw you got chocolate Shakeology," or so I might try and make it more personal like that.
Right. And, you know, the one thing I realize, those little things make a big difference, right? And then also people receive so many spam messages, even through text, that they have to know that you're a real person, right? So what I've been doing the last few weeks is actually voice messaging them via text. And I'm just quick, you know, hey, this is Jessie Vandeberghe. I'm your free Beachbody coach. I'm super excited to connect with you and just support you on your journey. I look forward to hearing back from you, you know, and what your goals are. I hope you have an awesome day, you know, and those people, I get a faster response. I have not even had to wait for that second text message once I send the voice messages. So there's one person that I didn't hear back from, and it was a gentleman. So it, you know, that was better too. And I think it's just people are so apprehensive because they get so much spam. You know, there's a lot of emails I miss and I throw into junk because, you know, I don't want to mess around with junk mail. So there's a lot of things I don't get either. The other thing is with email is like, watch about the subject. Make sure in the subject that it's something, that you use their first name, like maybe my follow-up, you know, or something about like, you know, Jessie, here's the follow-up I promised you. You know, using their first name in the message will catch their eye as well. Make it something, you know, short and that's going to grab their eye, but use their name in there. Because before I was saying like, from your Beachbody coach, you know, and I'm thinking about it, like, would you open an email that if you just got a free account, there was another Beachbody thing? I mean, they get so many Beachbody emails that is just like newsletters and information things that you really want to make sure that the subject line kind of pulls your message out and your email out. But use their first name in your emails as well, and really offer value. So remember, you guys, too, when you're sending these messages, yes, use their name in the subject line, but add value, right? Add value, give some tips, something. So then that way there's a reason for them to reach back out to you. Like, what is it that, what's in it for them? So remember that pass-through. There always has to be some sort of pass-through of what's in it for me in order for them to reach back out to you. So I know I don't know if you guys know Brad Bizjack, but he's one of my coaches on my team, and he was one of my Shakeology leads. And that dude turned me down and didn't answer my phone calls and didn't text me back. And I just kept stalking him. And yeah, he's awesome. I love him. But it was like, finally, by reaching out and being consistent and leaving voicemails, I mean, once we finally talked on the phone, he was like, yeah, there's no way you make money at this. I'm like, okay, like, how's your shake? How are you liking your shake? And just building that rapport, finally, he was like, okay, do you really make money at this? And he started being interested because we were building this relationship, and he was trusting me. So we didn't have challenge groups at that point in time. And it was just that the culture and that relationship. He's stubborn. But you guys, the funny thing is he does the same thing now. He duplicates the same thing because that is the way he was brought in. And you always hear success leaves clues, right? Shakeology leads and Success Club leads are free people for us to be able to build relationships with. These are people that want our help. And there are so many coaches that do not contact and reach out to these people. How many people do you guys invite on Facebook that never respond to you? Right? A lot, right? I know I do. Or how many people do you think are following you on Facebook that never like or comment on your posts? Do you guys ever have people that are like, hey, I love your posts. You're so inspiring. And you're like, really? I've never even seen you like or comment on anything. And it just goes, I know, right? It's funny. There's so many people that are watching you. So think about this with the leads. These people don't know you. But if they're getting emails from you and you're adding value and you're not trying to sell to them, eventually one of your emails is going to trigger, oh my gosh, I need this. Oh my gosh, this is somebody that has been consistently sharing. Like, I'm tired of watching her journey and listening to her journey. I want a little piece of that action, right? So make sure that you're consistent. Don't give up too soon, because you have to be persistent with these people. There was something that interested them in creating a free account. There was some feeling that they wanted by creating a free Beachbody On Demand account. One little feeling. What was that little spark that made them decide to create a free Beachbody On Demand account? Right? What do you need to do to get to those leads? How do you need to show up each and every day? Are you following a program? Are you being proof of the product? Are you sharing your journey? Are you posting with purpose and posting to connect, or are you posting to sell to people, right? Because that's a turnoff. And are you doing personal development? And the last thing, are you inviting? Because if you're not inviting, you're really not building a business. You're showing up with intention to want to work a business and to have a business. But if you're not inviting people, you're not giving any opportunity to help anybody, right? Honestly, it wasn't until the last few months that I committed to programs and follow them that people started coming to me. You guys, in this long of period of time in the business, the story I kept telling myself was, oh, I don't need to follow a program either. Like, I'm a fitness professional and I can do my own workouts and see success. And I can help people see success in following the programs, but I don't have to. Wah, wah. No, it didn't work for me either. You have to be committed. You have to follow a program. And I know Liz will tell you the same thing. Her business grows when she commits to a program and she follows it all the way through and shares her results. Any top coach is going to tell you the same thing. When you commit and decide what you want and you follow a program and you share the journey, people are going to connect. They're going to relate and they're going to be inspired, and they're going to want to know what you're doing and how they can do the same thing. You just have to be consistent. You just have to show up. And with that, show up with intention to reach goals. Show up with excitement. What is it that you want out of this, right? Why do you want to build a business? Do you want to grow your income? Do you want to help more people? How do you help more people? You invite, right? Then set the goal of Emerald. Have a non-negotiable of helping. I encourage you to push for 5 new people a month. Go for those Shakeology leads. And then utilize the lead program to really help you build your business. And be consistent. Reach out to them. Be consistent each and every week in your text messages, in your emails, in your voicemails. And then monthly, that follow-up monthly message. What is it that you have to offer them? Do you run a free group every month? Offer them the free group. Hey, this is what I'm offering you. I would love to have you join if you feel like now's the right time for you. Really make sure what's in it for them is really showcased. And really make sure that you're showing up 150% and you're showing up more than what you said you were. Because then you're going to blow their socks off. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, right? So at the end of the day, what's going to happen, right? You build your self-confidence. You learn and grow yourself. You get in the best shape of your life. You're helping other people do the same. You're building your income. You're having more people come to you. And you go on free trips, right? Go on vacations. What is it that you want out of this business? And really figure out what that looks like for you. What is that pass-through that you're looking for in this business? What is it that you want that's going to motivate you to show up? It doesn't have to be something huge. Maybe you're a brand new coach and you're like, what is this thing called Emerald that she's talking about? I need to get there as soon as possible. How do I do it? For me, I sign up my husband and I sign up my sister, right? Shakeology discount right there. Emerald. Then I just kept talking to people. It was that passion and that conviction and that excitement. And you guys, like I said, I hadn't even tried my shake. So it goes to show what is really possible in this business. There is no secret coaching. There's no secret sauce of like Coach Basics or you got to know this before you do this. No, go out there and talk to people. Go invite people. Get out of your own way. This is not about you. This is about everybody else out there. How can you serve other people? How do you need to help yourself so that then you can help more people, right? If you're not showing up for yourself in your workout and drinking your shake, that's where it begins. Because if you're not showing up for yourself, how do you expect to show up for other people, right? So some of us have to check ourselves right there. And let me tell you, from experience, it could start like that. I started the Ultimate Reset. So what was her name? The girl at the beginning that said, I'm on day 11, I'm dying over here. I just finished on Sunday. And let me tell you, week 3, I was dying the whole week, right? So it's worth it. Keep pushing, keep pushing. But you guys, in that was my 6th time doing the Ultimate Reset cleanse. There was a shift that happened. My 6th time. Not my 5th, not my 4th, not my 3rd, my 6th time. This shift mentally of my business is growing because I decided and I committed to following a program and I'm sharing my journey. I sold 6 Ultimate Reset Challenge packs in 15 days because of that. Bottom line, that's it. That's it. Sharing my journey is how I connected with people, right? For me, obviously, I love to talk, if you guys can't tell that already. So going live on my page, going live was great. And I could give them like an every Sunday recap of how my week was. A lot of people connected from that, right? So once you go and you share your journey and you commit, it could be as simple as that. I just recommitted to doing the 21-day fix, and I started on Monday. And I'm sharing my workouts every day, and I'm sharing my nutrition, and I'm showing up, right? It's that commitment. People are already asking how they can join me in the 21-day fix. It truly is that simple. When you decide and you commit and figure out why you want that, what is that feeling you're fighting for in your health and fitness journey every single day? It's going to shine through on your social media. I promise you. But you know what else shines through? Is when you're Debbie Downer. And when you're just trying to treat this like a business and you're not showing up, guess what? People can feel that. They feel sold to. It's going to come out through your posts. So recommit, decide why you're doing what you're doing, and really push for those goals of Emerald and go for Success Club 10. Take it to the next level. What do you need to do? How many more people do you need to invite in order to get there? Because you guys, it is so worth it. And when you fight for that every single day of the month, you are going to grow your confidence, and you are going to grow your paycheck, and you are going to change so many more lives. And it's all up to you. It's all up to you and your choice from there. So the question is, whether are you or aren't you? What are you going to do about it? What can you do to change that? And are you willing to commit to helping 5 new people a month? Where are you stuck? Step over the line, draw the line in the sand, and move forward, right? Personal development. You guys have an amazing team. You have amazing coaches on your team. I'm sure there are many coaches that have gone through things that you might be struggling with. You just have to pull your head out. I always tell my coaches, pull your head out of your house and reach out and plug into the team, because we work from home. Nobody knows what's going on in your ears because nobody else can hear. You're in your own house. But let me tell you, the story gets thicker and thicker because you're the only one that hears it. You have to plug into the team so you get that support, so you know that you're not alone. You know that you're not the only one going through whatever you're going through, and you're going to overcome it faster, so in that way you can get to where you want to go a lot faster. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? What are your goals? Are you committed to taking it to the next level? If you're hitting Success Club 5, are you willing to go for 10? And are you Emerald? Are you willing and committed to hold your Emerald and go for 10 every single month to get those leads? And then you tell me at the end of 6 months. At the end of 6 months, what does your paycheck look different? What is different? Is it growing? I bet you it's going to grow a lot faster at 10. That's where the momentum is at. So go for it. Go for 5. You have nothing to lose. 5 people a month. It's Success Club 10. Emerald, right? 2 coaches. That's it. And if you're like me, you sign everybody up as coaches. Right? They want it for the discount? Great. You're saving money. You're in this to help them. You're in this to serve them. And for me personally, you know, everybody runs their business differently. But for me, I saw it as I'm serving them. I'd want a discount. I want the coupon savings. So I'm going to put it out there. If they want it, they can take it. It's there for them if they want it. I don't know how your team is. If you guys are discount coach signer-uppers, that's such a thing. Or if you sign people up as customers and you wait and, you know, do that, it's a mixed bag, right? I sign up everybody as discount coaches. I give them the option. But of course, I'm like, hey, I don't know about you, but I like to save money. You know, this is what you save every month. It's up to you if you want to pay the full price or you want to save. You know, everybody wants to save money, right? So it really is your mindset, right? And you can tell that in almost 6 years, I'm just as excited and passionate as I was when I first started, right? I still half the time don't even know what I'm doing. I just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Do I have bad days? Absolutely. But I know that I can overcome it, and I know where I'm going. Stay focused on the end. Where are you going? Why are you pushing for that? And just keep putting one foot in front of the other. So do you guys have, I can't keep up with the messages on the side. I go on a roll when I start talking. Do you guys have any questions for me? I'm a total open book. I love to open up and answer any questions that you guys might have. Trying to read the sidebar here.
When you're building relationships with people, do you talk about fitness right off the bat, or do you just build a relationship, gain trust before you start talking about what you do? Do you just send invites out as invites to challenge groups?
Like cold invites, you mean? Is that me or is that, I think you froze. Is that me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my computer or yours, but your thing froze up.
Yeah,
so
it's probably me. I can hear you fine though, but yeah, like cold invites.
Okay. So at the beginning, I cold invited everybody because I didn't know anything about forming or building relationships. I was just so excited. I was like, hey, you want to do what I'm doing? You want to do this? That's how I built my business. Honestly, I didn't even feel like I was selling to anybody because I was so excited. I was so passionate because in my heart, I just wanted to help as many people as possible. Right? So I still go with the same theory, except for I'm in my cold market. So half these people are like, who the heck is this Jesse Vandeberghe sending me this message? And everybody and their brother is getting invited to these legging parties and this and this, that, and that, that now it's like more of like a stigma of like, oh, I don't even know this person and they're inviting me. I don't care. You either want to join me or you don't, right? I don't take offense to anything. But it's in my invite, right? It's in my heart is in my invite. It's not just a copy and paste. But when I have new friends that I haven't connected with on social media, really what I do is I go into their Facebook and I'll engage on their posts. So every day I have for my power hour, I'll invite, I go in and create new conversations. I send the Hey Girl messages. But you guys, where I really connect with people is on their actual Facebook, is I go in and I engage on their posts and I ask a genuine question. Like maybe Susie has some cute pair of jeans and I'm like, hey, Susie, I love your jeans. What brand are they? Quick, easy, genuine question that they can answer. And then Facebook pairs us together as friends and connects us. And pretty soon I start showing up in their newsfeed. And pretty soon Jesse's showing up in their newsfeed. And they're like, who is this fitness chick? Like, who's this girl that's crazy excited about working out every day, right? So you start getting more likes and comments. So my invites usually come from people that are liking and commenting on my posts first and foremost. And then I dig hard into those connections. I will send, some Hey Girl messages too on a daily basis. And that's more to connect with people that I haven't talked to in a while and re-engage with them. And then a lot of times I will just cold invite from people that are liking and commenting on my posts because I know they see what I'm doing and what I'm up to. So then for me, I don't feel like it's as spammy, because they clearly see what I have going on. And then it's in my message, I will go through and I'll say like, hey, Susie, I see that you've been super busy running your kids around to soccer. Looks like you guys have a really busy schedule. I don't know if you'd be interested, but blah, 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 blah. And then I share my invite. So it's always that first line ties into what they have going on. Does that answer your question? Awesome. Great question. Trying to read. Do you guys have any other questions? Looking, how do you indicate to them how you are useful to them? I would think I already bought what I want. Why do I need a coach? Oh, I like that, Megan. Okay, so Megan said, how do you indicate to them how you are useful to them? I would think I already bought what I want. Why do I need a coach? So I would offer and just say, hey, I know that you already have, your workout program, but I also know that support and accountability are a huge piece. I know for myself, even as a personal trainer, I love fitness and I love to feel good. But at the end of the day, don't we all want to be surrounded by people that support us and lift us up? And, in our group, we have free recipes, free menus, free motivation. You can plug in or you could be a fly on the wall. And at the end of the day, some people are just kind of like, leave me alone. I don't want any part of this. That's cool. That's fine. But I still reach out to them and I'll say, hey, how are you doing with Hammer and Chisel? And then I'll put a reminder in my phone. Check in with Susie again 2 weeks later. She'll be on week 6 of Hammer and Chisel. So pretty soon what happens is they see that I'm keeping up with them, even though they're like pushing me away. I'm just reaching out. Hey, I'm thinking about you. I want to check in and see how week 6 of Hammer and Chisel was going. They're going to be like, really? Why is she keeping tabs on me? Because I care, right? I'm showing up even though you might not want me to show up, but I'm showing up to show you that somebody is thinking about you. Because at the end of the day, you guys, most people don't have that. Most people don't have somebody to support them, even in their own household. Right? A lot of times, even a significant other is not supportive of one's journey. And you could be that changing factor of why they lose 50 pounds, of why they keep pushing forward, of why they're fighting for their health, or why they get pulled out of their deep, dark space. Because you were the difference. And it doesn't take a lot of time. Put a reminder in your phone. Talk to Siri. Siri, remind me, blah, 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 blah. I do it all the time. She's my best friend. Okay? Make it simple. Make it easy. Let's see here. Right now I'm high risk in 3rd trimester pregnancy, so I'm not following a program, but I still have all of my results from previous programs plus post 4 to 5 times a day out of my network doing PD. Awesome, Katie. So I would just continue to share that. Be real, be raw in what you're doing to move forward on your journey, because there's so many people that are in your same situation. Do engaging posts, ask engaging questions, but really highlight your story and what you're doing about it, because it's incredible motivation for people. Think about all of the people that aren't high risk and are able to have healthy, strong pregnancies, but they're afraid, right? They're fearful. They're fearful of, what if I do this? Will it cause this, right? Like we as moms, when we're pregnant, we want to be the best we can for our babies. We want to have a healthy body. But at the same time, there's that fear of, if I do this, is it going to cause an issue, right? And really trusting and knowing that when you show up and you share your journey, whether you can follow a program or not, you're going to inspire people that are in your same situation, because there's so many moms out there that are high risk pregnancy. They want to be better. They want to eat better. So maybe like nutrition, focus on your nutrition, focus on Shakeology and running clean eating groups. At the end of the day, you hear me say end of the day a lot. At the end of the day, nutrition is usually the biggest struggle for people. So clean eating groups, healthier clean eating groups, or healthier eating options, dinner recipes, when you can make it as simple and seamless as possible and you have fun with it and it's helping you be more accountable and have more fun, you're able to show up and help more people as well. All right. Just love you. Setting the world on fire. That's awesome. Oh, thanks, guys. So you guys, do you guys have any questions? Don't be bashful. Speak up. Do you ever add your link for people to add you on Facebook in your emails? Absolutely. So at the end of my email is, my name and my website, and then I'll say like, hey, follow me on Facebook at blah, blah, blah. And usually I hide it, I highlight it in a different color and bold it. And you can even make it, add it in as a link. So it's just a quick hyperlink that they can click on from your email. Absolutely. Great questions, you guys. The biggest thing is just consistency, persistence, consistency. I always tell my coaches from the beginning, use your customer leads as practice. Go screw it up. Go talk to them on the phone and say all the wrong things, throw up information on them, and just practice and get better, because pretty soon, that's how you are going to work your business. You're going to realize, okay, wrap it up. I need to not say that next time. I need to not talk as long next time. I lost them at minute 15. I need to stop at 10. You know what I mean? Like, practice. They're perfect. You don't know these people. Go out there and screw it up. You're just going to keep getting more. Nobody knows. I'm serious. This is what I tell my team. And they do it. They build that confidence, because it's hard. When you don't know somebody and you're picking up the phone, you're like shaking and stuttering and saying all the wrong things. You know what? Say hi. Just say hi. And if you can't spit out anything else, at least you got that far. Usually they're able to spit out a couple more words though. Just screw it up. Practice makes perfect. Just keep doing it. But you have to be Emerald and you have to be hitting Success Club in order to get those leads every month to then go practice. Because you only get better with time. You only get better with practice, right? Just like the programs. The more you follow the programs, the more you drink your shake, the more convicted you get, the more passionate you get, the more experience you get, the better you feel, the more you're going to talk to people, right? You sign up a new coach that has no product experience, they're really apprehensive usually, unless they're like me, to go out there and talk to people about a product they've never tried. I researched a ton. And that was the only reason I was sharing my excitement for what I had found out and why I had ordered it. That was it. These people knew I'd never tried it before. So just make sure that you are building that muscle and practicing. And just be consistent. That's it. So I know I was probably a little goofy for you guys. This is pretty much how I am on a daily basis. But I'm real. Like, this is how I run my business. And it's this last year was my fifth year in Elite. And I will still tell you, I have no idea how it happens. I have no idea how it happens. I just show up and I keep doing the same thing every single day. And I take care of me first and foremost. That's it. It's that simple. There's no secret. I have no secret. Or I guess my secret, consistency. That's it. Show up on the days you don't want to. There was 2 years we struggled with fertility. 2 years, you guys. I didn't want to leave my house. Felt like I was 6 months pregnant when I couldn't even get pregnant. I had IBS so bad. I was like on all of these diet restrictions with, the doctors and with the naturopaths. I had so many doctors. I was miserable. But what I could do was hide behind my computer, show up for my workout, drink my shake, and help my challengers, because I could hide behind the screen because I didn't have to show my face in public because I felt bleh. I was miserable. But I never gave up on showing up for other people. I still showed up for myself, even though I felt like I could barely even get myself off of the ground when I jumped, because I had no energy. I was at an all-time low for 2 years. But I still made a choice to show up. And I still helped 5 new people a month. I still worked out. I still drank my shake. And I dug deep into personal development. And this business is what pulled me through. So you have to really decide, what is your hard? What are you willing to do? What are those non-negotiables? Is 5 people really hard? What do you need to do to help 5 people? Talk to more people. That's it. Go talk to more people. Invite more people. Right? What is it? The average of 10 people, you get 1? 12 people, you get 1? Go out and talk to like 50 or 60 people a month. Are you an introvert? Start friend requesting on Facebook. That's it. I have lots of coaches that are introverts. Polar opposite from me. But they do really good at building their business because they're behind a computer screen. Right? This business, it doesn't matter what your personality is. That's the beautiful piece. It's awesome. And you know what? My introverted coaches pick up the phone, and usually, actually, some of my introverted coaches are the best people that get challengers from voicemails. They use voicemail on Facebook Messenger and voicemail through text. And these were people that didn't want to talk to anybody. Right? They're like the people that are so quiet in public. But they're living their passion. They love what these products have done for them. So I know that we are over an hour, power hour. Sorry I missed this, but time management's sake, do you plan all these calls on one day or you add them into your power hour? For my customer leads, I schedule the calls throughout the week. So usually it's like pockets of time. I don't set out. My energy usually dips if I have all of the calls back to back because I bring a lot of energy to the calls. So if I'm like 6 calls, I'm like, Lord have mercy. I don't know. I can pull it out on the 6th call. So usually I got like 3, maybe 4. That's on the high side and it's quick. So I usually try to piece them out like 1 or 2 a day because it brings me joy. It brings me fulfillment and it really builds my energy up. So usually I just tag them on, to the end of my power hours or early in the morning. I work with a lot of people from the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So, and I wake up at 4:45 every day. So it works out really well for me to get those in before my kiddos wake up. So it's just finding what works for you. But I like to do a couple, each day, if I have that many calls going on. But it really is, something that I don't like to do all at once because otherwise I feel like I'm not bringing my full self to the table. And I don't want them to miss out on anything, that's for sure. Awesome. So, and then time management, you guys, I'm big on time management. I have a to-do list and I'm pen and paper. Like this is about how organized I am. There's nothing fancy going on over here, but I stay super focused. I know every day what I'm doing when I open up my computer and I kill it. I have my highlighters and my pen. And I check it off and I highlight it and I make notes and every day. And it's that feeling of accomplishment, right? You stay focused, you're in and out, you know what you're doing, and you have a purpose. And then I create a marketing plan. Looks like this, right? $6 on Amazon, and I mark out my free group and my challenge group, and then I kind of line up, like when I'm going in, I kind of go off the jab, 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 right hook idea for my posts. So I know what posts, kind of what topics I'm going to be talking about, and then what days I'm going to schedule my calls to action on. So for me, I work really well with structure and with having a plan. And I could be more efficient with my time. So hopefully you guys, that was helpful for you. If you guys have any questions, reach out. I'm an open book. So you can, you can follow me on Facebook. You can reach out, message me, whatever the case may be. Do you guys have any questions before we wrap up?
Thank you so much for all of this. It was so awesome. I'm like so excited to, number one, just jump into messaging all my leads in like a bigger and better way for sure.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. Thank you so much.
Good. You are so welcome. Absolutely. Thanks for having me, you guys.
All right. Thank you. I'll post the recording, you guys, as soon as it's done and uploaded. And thank you again, Jessica.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.